Okay, normally I would be filming this outside, but they're doing construction. Isn't that nice? On the one day I decided to record something. So I'm inside and it's bad lighting, but that's fine. It's not really a topic that's, topic I want to talk about, but don't really want to talk about at the same time. And my glasses are reflecting a lot, but this channel is not going to be a channel where everything's like clean cut and everything's like perfect. Definitely not that. It's just going to be a channel where, I don't know, random videos of whatever I want to talk about or whatever you guys post that you wanted talked about or something. I don't know. But I wanted to talk about what's been going on. So a couple months ago, I started not feeling well. I thought it was a flu or something like that. But then it started getting worse and worse, and basically every day, and I took off a couple of days from work because of it. So finally, the one day I went to Eli at work, and I cornered him, and I said, I haven't been feeling well. Should I maybe take a test? He was speechless. So I did one at work during break. Came out positive. Didn't believe it. Took 3 more, 4 in total. And then went to go see the doctor about it. Didn't believe it until another appointment after that, which was the ultrasound, where I got to hear the heartbeat. That was pretty cool. I found out I was 2 months pregnant. And then I had a whole month of being pregnant and knowing it. And then the one day, I got up really early in the morning, went to go use the bathroom, and there was blood everywhere. I was scared to death. I woke Eli up. We went to the hospital, which the hospital that I went to at the time was horrible. We sat there in the hospital bed and hospital room for 10 hours, and they only came to see me about 3 times. One time to go down and do a test and that, and basically they just said, you're going through a miscarriage. That was it. No emotions or anything. They're just like, you gotta deal with the fact that you're going through a miscarriage. So then we went home, and then I started having pains, a lot of pains. It was basically every 2 minutes for 3 days. I had back spasms that felt like I was being electrocuted. And I was having stomach spasms every 2 minutes along with that, and then a lot of bleeding. That to like the spasms in that, especially the back spasms, I would be crying and praying for it to stop. That's how bad it was. So then it got so bad to the point where we called an ambulance, and I went to the hospital again, a different hospital, a better one. Got some fluids and everything in me because I was dehydrated and that, and just something you gotta deal with, they said. So it was about 2 weeks of dealing with all the pain and trying just to get through until it was over. it took so long for me to accept the fact that I was pregnant to begin with, and it wasn't until the heartbeat that I believed it, and then all of a sudden it was over. I mean, how do you get over something like that? And then you see day-to-day things of people having families, and even online, people announcing they're pregnant, and it just breaks your heart. Still a difficult thing to deal with. I went to this event. It was for people who have gone through the same thing. I didn't talk to anyone, but they had little hearts, paper hearts, different colors, and they wrote the name of a little baby on them and then released them into the river. That was a pretty cool thing. Because we were only 3 months along, we didn't know if we were having a boy or a girl, so we decided to combine our choices for boy name and girl name. So our baby, who wasn't born, named Brett Kate Roth. The scariest part is not the miscarriage or the pain or anything like that, but if this happens again, I am going to be scared to death for the first couple months, thinking it might happen again, miscarriage and everything. Right now I'm just focusing on day-to-day things, just trying to get back to normal. But I don't want it. It seems like it's something that no one really talks about, or if it is, it's a little bit, and then you're supposed to move past it right away. But what I find funny is that people, if you lose a loved one, you can talk about that for years upon years upon years, and you can grieve. But if you have a miscarriage, you talk about it a couple times, and after a little while, you're supposed to just move on. Just because you spent years with someone doesn't make it more painful. Just because I never met my little baby doesn't mean it's less painful. I had a connection with my baby. But that's all I can say right now. Might do more videos on this. I have a couple of videos in mind. One about my husband and I meeting and our relationship in that, and one I want to talk about a couple of amazing people who I've met in the past couple of years who have made a big difference in my life. If you guys have any suggestions for videos, let me know. I don't know where this channel is going to go. I never saw myself posting videos ever, because I'm definitely not that type of person. I'm a very quiet person who got a lot of problems, which maybe I'll do a video on those, like social anxiety and things like that. So until next time, talk to you guys later.